Hello, I'm Dennis Scully with Business of Home, and today we're going to talk with two design friends, Jeremiah Young and Mikel Welch, about design and furniture trends that they're excited about, as well as their list of must-see exhibitors at Fall High Point Market. So have you been going to High Point for a long time?
I've been going to High Point now for about 3 years.
Okay.
Funny story, I really initially strayed away from High Point because I didn't know much about market. To be honest, I thought it was just for like corporate businessmen in suits who were going to go buy 100 sofas or 50 coffee tables. And I'm kind of like, well, why do I want to go there? Like, I don't have a furniture store. So I had a couple of friends who decided to go. And so like literally the week of, I'm like, I'm going to market. I get there and I'm a fish out of water. I'm like, whoa, nobody told me market was like this. You need to have a game plan. I felt like a little country kid who had got dropped in the middle of New York City. And it was quite the reverse. And so it was a very valuable lesson. So now my High Point experience is planned out months in advance. And I have a newfound appreciation for market. Market has been I will say in the past 2.5 years now, it's been the most beneficial thing for me career-wise. It's like a school.
It really is an incredible place to learn about the industry. I wonder if you think that coming out of this time, some new trends will emerge, perhaps in terms of design or how we think about living in our home in such a different way.
I think we're now going to have more commercial grade materials in general, because I think now manufacturers, including myself, like as moving into that manufacturing capacity, we have to think about like commercial grade materials that can withstand abrasive cleaners. And so I think we're going to have to begin to think about that. Also, I think, with design trends, I think we're going to begin to stray away from, or clustering of things where it's more singular club chairs and more like singular seating.
And people may be sitting a little further apart, you think?
Yes. I mean, honestly, I don't know how well the sofa will do anymore. Outside of like your living room, like, when you're sitting in that hotel, you might not want to be I probably don't want to be on the sofa with you. I'm going to opt for that singular chair. Now we're going to see like more circular, like coffee tables that can accommodate, people being able to have that communal conversation, but not, being so close to each other.
Look, it's Jeremiah.
Hi, Dennis.
Are there any sort of interesting furniture trends that you are seeing? Are you sensing a shift there?
Well, the natural materials, the return to natural materials. That is like caning or wicker and those kinds of materials, or just letting the nature of wood show through, which I'm always a fan of, always have been.
Interesting. Now, have you been going to High Point for a long time?
Yeah, I've not.
Yeah.
It's the High Point in, I would say, a dozen years. I'm missing the inspiration. I don't know about you, but I love going to High Point, and I always come back totally charged up and just inspired by all the beautiful things, things that are made well. I love those showroom experience. Like, have you ever been to the Tebow showroom?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, Bill that does that show, it just doesn't get any more beautiful than that, and they always have all those flowers, and of course their wallpaper and fabrics. It's the most beautiful thing, probably in High Point.
Yeah, I'm always curious to see what working designers, what collections, what sort of exhibitors they're most sort of keen to see when they go, because many designers have very, very specific things that they want to see when they come.
Well, I think one of the things about how we approach High Point is we're not there for 2 or 3 days, because we're also running a retail store. We're buying for that. And I mean, we're the first ones there and we're the last ones to leave. And we're kind of getting angry. It's like, why are you closed up on the last?
What do you mean it's over?
Come on, we've got things to see here. I probably take, if I don't take less, I bet I take 3,000 photos every time I go to High Point. I take pictures I take pictures of everything. And I always tell my clients too that I'm never going to spec something for them that I haven't sat in or scratched and sniffed and like that I really know. I think a lot of designers go there, with their eyes tuned towards something, but I think they're missing out. I think, you really want to make time, create time to explore. We always try to at least have a day or so where we can just see something new that we've never had. Or, a lot of times what happens is you have a brand that you feel like but a few markets later, they've changed their flavor. They've done something really exciting. They've doubled down and done something beautiful. And if you don't visit them routinely, you wouldn't know.
Thank you, Jeremiah and Mikel, for sharing what's new and next in preparation for Fall High Point Market. For Business of Home, I'm Dennis Scully.